Hi everybody, this is Melissa Dinwiddie from Living a Creative Life, and I'm still in my pajamas. I've got bedhead. I have not been out of the house, but I have been woodshedding like crazy on my ukulele, and I've been wanting to give a little tutorial on woodshedding and how to woodshed or practice effectively on a ukulele or a guitar, any stringed instrument for that matter. So I figured I might as well do it today, even though I have bedhead. So forgive the bedhead. So I'm working on learning how to play All of Me on my ukulele, and I do a version of that song that has a zillion lyrics. It's different from the one you've probably heard. And so I want to work up an act with the ukulele. So there are some chord transitions that are a little challenging, that are new chord shapes that I haven't done before. So I've been woodshedding on those. And what that means basically is just drilling over and over and over again. So for example, there's a turnaround at the end of the song that goes from an E flat 6, which is just barred at the 3rd fret, to G flat diminished 7th, which is, let's see, your index finger at the 5th fret, 4th string, middle finger, 5th fret, 2nd string, ring finger, 6th fret, 3rd string, and pinky, 6th fret, 1st string, G flat diminished. And from there, it goes to F minor 7. And this particular F minor 7 shape is index finger, 4th fret, 2nd string, and then barring across the 3rd and 4th strings at the 5th fret, and pinky on the 1st string at the 6th fret, F minor 7, and then up to B flat 7, which is index finger, 3rd fret, 4th string, middle finger on the 4th fret, 2nd string, ring finger, 5th fret, 3rd string, and pinky, 5th fret, 1st string. That's a mouthful. So that's the B flat 7. If I were to take it up to 2 frets, that's C7. But for the purposes of this particular turnaround, we're doing it down here. All of these chords can be moved up and down the neck. So for this turnaround, we're starting on the 3rd fret, moving up to the 5th fret, and then down to the 3rd fret again. And you can just play that over and over again. Okay, so how I have been drilling this is working on transitioning between the chords. And if I play the entire turnaround all at once, then my fingers don't learn the information that they need. My fingers are basically dumb, they're stupid, and they need to be educated. Or let's not call them stupid. They're just ignorant, and they need to be educated. So this is the easiest chord of all of them. I'm just taking my index finger and laying it across the 3rd fret so that all of the strings are pressed down. And one tip that I learned from Gerald Ross at the Wine Country Ukulele Festival about a month ago is when you're barring across the neck like this, you want the tip of your finger actually pointing up off the end of the neck rather than like this. You really want to push that finger up, so not there, more like that. And you'll have to experiment yourself and figure out where it's going to work best for you. But what Gerald pointed out is that if you have your finger more higher like this, you actually have more strength. It's easier to grip. So that's the easiest chord of all of them. And then from there, I have to move up the neck to the 5th fret. Now, one thing that I notice, what I do when I'm working on transitioning between chords is I try to figure out are there any universal elements? Are there any common denominators between the chords? And in this case, my index finger is lying across all of the strings, and when I go to the new chord, my index finger stays at the 4th string. So instead of lifting my hand off the neck and then placing it back on, I can actually keep my index finger down and slide it up the neck. and that will help me land where I want to go. So then it's just a matter of positioning the rest of my fingers so that they land where I want them to be. So I can drill going back and forth between the E flat 6 and the G flat diminished. And you may need to do this, depending on the chord change, you may need to do this extremely, excruciatingly slow for several hundred or several thousand times, but it will eventually speed up. So that's the first transition between those two chords, and I would just drill that over and over. And then I need to go from this chord, the G flat diminished, I need to transition to F minor 7. So the common denominator here is my pinky is staying in exactly the same place. And my middle finger, not meaning to flip you off there, my middle finger is going from the second string, staying on the same fret and barring the fourth and third strings, and my index finger is just moving down a fret to and over a couple of strings. So, and my middle finger is just lifting up. So again, instead of lifting my whole hand up and then replacing it down on the neck, I can start from the chord that I have down already and keep my pinky where it is and just move the fingers that need to move. So then again, I would drill back and forth between the G flat diminished and the F minor 7 and just drill over and over. Hopefully there's no one else in the house because they're going to want to puke, because you're going to just drill this so many times that they're going to want to puke. But I don't know, I'm kind of obsessed with it, so I can drill for ages. It's a good thing. Okay, so I've gone from the G flat diminished to the F minor 7, and now I need to transition from the F minor 7 up to the B flat 7. There we go. So again, I want to find the common denominator between the two chords. So we've got this shape here, and once again, my pinky is staying on that first string. So I don't want to lift my pinky, which is here at the 6th fret. I'm sliding it up one fret so my pinky's sliding from the 6th fret to the, from the 6th fret to the 5th fret. So here we are at the F minor 7, and now my ring finger is landing, it's up in the air on the F minor 7, and it's just landing down on the 3rd string, 5th fret. So I can drill. This is going to sound weird, but this is one thing you could do, is just drill a couple of fingers at a time. And then my middle finger is going from barring the 3rd and 4th strings to landing on the 2nd string, the 4th fret, and my index finger is going from the 2nd string, 4th fret to the 3rd string, the 4th string, 3rd fret. So again, I can just drill back and forth and start really slow. And do that until you want to puke. And until as one of my guitar players once said, guitar teachers once said, until your tips of your fingers are bloody stumps. Well, with the ukulele, with the nylon strings, they're maybe not bloody stumps, but they might get sore. And then if I were going to do this turnaround again, then I would need to go from the F minor 7 to the B flat 7, and then back to the E flat 6. And in this case, that's super, super easy because I've already got my index finger on the 4th string at the 3rd fret, and now I just need to lay the entire finger down across all the other strings. So here would be the transition. So altogether, once I've drilled each one of those changes in between two chords at a time, back and forth and back and forth and back and forth between one chord and the next, then I would start working on the whole turnaround. And I actually started significantly slower than that when I'm first starting out. So just keep drilling over and over and over, and that's really basically all there is to woodshedding. So hope this is helpful. Enjoy. Uke till you puke. Talk to you later.